Good evening, all. Hope you had a great weekend. Tomorrow's Monday, new trading week. Should be pretty interesting. We have elections coming on in 12 days. I think it's 12 days. And we also have a couple holidays. We just went through one holiday, the Halloween. So it's going to be a very interesting couple of weeks. The market's already gapping all over the place, already showing some pretty scary moves according that run with Halloween. For example, on Thursday, we broke out of this wedge that the market was forming to the upside. Almost came all the way to the 1750 line. We came 1745, 1746. But then on Friday, we reversed back and came back down. This is something that we saw along the whole market. Quite a few stocks are gapping all over the place, and that's pretty dangerous for swing trading. I don't like to see that. That's bumps in the road, and it doesn't. It's not good for trading. I do want to show you the industrial average. This is basically the type of trend we've been enduring since August. As you can see, there's no real waves. Look at the 20-day moving average, was the yellow line. Look at the 50-day moving average, which is the cyan line, and the purple line, which is the 200. They're basically straight. There's no swings in them. As you can see in the past, at least the 20-day or even the 50, we had some swings. So it was a swing trading market. Right now, it's basically just a buy and hold. Interesting as far as the industrial average is concerned. I can't really call a top. And if you start to count waves, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's an unheard of kind of a trend. Not very common. We're going to keep going with it, though. We've been doing really, really well on the long side, and we're going to keep going with it. We're not going to try and guess the top. But I do think we're getting a nosebleed over here because of the altitude. This is the semiconductor index. As you can see the difference between the charts, the semiconductor index, which is the major index in the tech sector, did not really go up with the market. Yes, it went from August all the way to September, but basically stopped right there. We do have support right here. And we do have a lower top. This is going to be a lower top. And if we break the support, if we break the 443, 444 support, you'll start seeing the semiconductors pulling back. And whenever we see the semiconductors pulling back, I think it's going to pull most of the market back down with it. Defensive stocks is something that is very popular right now with the war going on and two other possible wars going on. So it's you can see a pullback in that as well. Drugs really led the market on the way up. Some of the best day trading stocks we've been doing lately have all been on the drug side, and just a phenomenal sector with lots of new discoveries, lots of gaps, lots of action. But the action moves from stock to stock to stock to stock. Another sector I wanted to show you is the home building sector. I really thought that this sector is gonna start coming up, and I think just about every talking head in the world thought this sector is gonna start coming up. This is resistance on it. Let me show you a couple of stocks that are part of it. BZH, Beazer Homes, penetrated. Forming a bottom, penetrated, may start coming up. KBH, another one that has very definite resistance level, and if it penetrates that, it could start an uptrend. TOL is Toll Brothers is one of the largest builders, and it came up and then got shut down, which is basically the same thing as the sector itself. Here I'm changing it back to the sector, the home building sector. So you see it's got an internal argument, and whoever wins it, if it starts popping up, this could be a sector that you might want to pay attention to from a real estate investment point of view or from the stock point of view. Oil stocks, oil servicing sector, it's been in a downtrend because oil prices are down and so on. One that follows it pretty well. Utilities have been leading. Utilities is one of those sectors that people go to for income, for their dividend. People are looking to invest money to generate income, and that's where they've been putting the money into. Of course, this is the internet sector, and the internet sector has also been doing extremely well. If you saw Amazon last week, let me show you Amazon. Oops, wrong chart. There's Amazon, and you can see it's basically the same thing as the internet sector, just absolutely beautiful. I want to highlight a couple of stocks from last week just to show you what we've been doing. And I'm just going to touch on just a couple of stocks. On a short-term basis, there's RIM, and we just bought the pop-up. And when the market is drifting up as it's been doing, basically without any swings, just one big move up. But all we're doing is basically looking for resistance levels and buying the resistance level as it breaks out, and enjoying very, very quick trends. Other stocks that we've been looking at, for example, are NVT. And NVT, we bought it right here, the 28.90. This is the markings from the newsletter, and the next day gapped up, which was absolutely beautiful for us. Really made it for an interesting week. We just basically just bought the bottom on the stock. There's still opportunities to be found on the short side. For example, XMSR, we shorted the 1143 and wrote it down. Got I think 12% out of that trade, so not too bad at all. But XMSR is a stock that's been in a downtrend for quite a while, so. That was a pretty easy trade. Anyway, I hope you have a great week. Be prepared for some funny trading as we do come up on elections, and we do come up on other holidays as well. The market will react. The market will trade accordingly. We may see some phenomenal events if it's a new terror war on terrorism events that will come up, and the reason why I'm saying it is around election time, things like that do come up. So be aware of that. Be careful. Watch out for the gaps in the morning. Have fun this week.